50.
Hey, it's your boy African 50 out of Jamaica, here living in Florida, coming at you with another beautiful video. Oh, I'm here with a brand new track. Yes, I'm back with a brand new track, guys. I'm here to talk about a lot of things, and most of the things I'm going to talk about today, guys, is Rastafarian recognition. As you know, my father, he's a Rasta man, so I'm from the tribe of Rastafarian. Uh, you know, one tribe out of the tribe of Israel. You know, elect of God, light of the world. You know, that's the tribe I'm from. You know, my father is a Rasta man, but I'm not really here to talk about my father today, guys. I'm here to talk about one man. But before I get into this video, guys, I want to ask you guys, if you have you subscribed yet? Have you subscribed to my videos? If not, guys, you need to go and subscribe to my videos, okay? Big up my family, big up my friends, big up my donors, my subscribers, all who liking my videos, commenting, sharing my videos. Thank you, guys. Thank you, people. I love you people for that. You guys helping me to put myself and others on the front line. As you guys know, I was out in the battlefield, guys. I was out cleaning up hurricane debris and fallen trees, and yeah, I was out there getting dirty, getting my fingers and my hands all dirty and got jokes all over. But you know, I'm a man. You know, I grew up without gloves. You know, growing up, we didn't know nothing about gloves, guys. So, but you know, I'm not here to talk about that, man. I'm just excited that I'm here on another mission. You know, I'm elevating my mission, guys, and I'm here to talk about Rastafarian, the culture, the lifestyle, you know, the food, the music, you know, where it's coming from. But you know, that's a whole complete video. You know, I'm just here to start off this Rastafarian movement, Rastafarian recognition movement with one man, and that one man is none other than oh yeah, the prophet. Let me give you a hint. His name is the prophet, guys. Yes, he's called Capleton, the fireman, King Shango, King David. Yes, sir. I'm here to talk about that man. That man is a legend, man. That man is a legend. That man has brought Rastafarianism to a whole new heights. You know, no disrespect to Bob Marley or, you know, Buddy Whaler or Dennis Brown or Gregory Isaac. You know, no disrespect to those gentlemen. Their tribute is much well appreciated. But I have to talk about the fireman, the man, the myth, the legend, you know, the fireman, Mr. Capleton, you know, otherwise known as the prophet, King Shango, King David from David House, man. Yeah, that man is, you know, like I said, he took Rastafarianism to a whole new level, whole new height. You know, he showed a lot of young entertainers that you know, growing their natty and stuff like that, man. This man is the one that you know, actually, you know, elevated it. You know, he's one of the top Rastafarian man that's elevated it and stand firm and stood firm and stood his ground. And all the bombs that they sent on him, all the bullets that they sent on him, man, that man still stood strong on earth, man, because, you know, you know, just sent him here for a reason, guys. Yeah, yeah. The Almighty sent him here for a reason, man. And yeah, man, I gotta talk about that man name. You know, right name, Clifton Bailey, the third. Clifton Bailey the third. That's his right name, Clifton Bailey the third. Born April 13th, 1967. His wife, big up yourself, Empress. Asha, Miss Empress Asha, big up yourself, my lady. Your respect is large. And thank you for taking care of the fireman all these years and help him to stand firm, because a man can't trod the earth without a woman. Yeah, a man can never trod the earth without a woman, man. You know, you need that woman no matter how much kids you get in life. My people, you still need that woman to trot along you. You know, that strong, firm woman who believe in your belief. You know, not a woman that you have to teach your belief, but a woman that already learned it from birth and grew with that mental, you know, capacity to say, okay, this is what I want, and I'm gonna get a man that's, you know, and the level that I'm on, because you know, treading earth, man, it's not an easy road, man. It's not an easy road. So yeah, Mr. Capleton, I'm the fireman. You know, I'm here to talk so much about this man today, man. It's like, there's so much to say about this man. There's so much to say, but you know, I'm just gonna break it down simple, and you know, I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos and a whole lot of Rastafarian, not just entertainers, not just celebrities, but you know, local Rastafarian that lives in the village, in the country, different countries, Rastafarian from different walks of life, you know, get deep into their religion, and compare the different religion and the different lifestyle based on different tribes, because it's not just one tribe of Rastafarian. Rastafarian is, it's not just a movement, it's a tribe. You have the 12 tribe of Israel, you have the Nyabingi, you have you know, the Bobo Shanti, you know, you know, you have all different tribes, man. Just like the 12 tribe of Israel. The Rastafarian is the 12 tribe of Israel, man. Believe it or not, I'm telling you that. You know, whether you want to believe it or you don't want to believe it, you know, all things started with Rastafarian, because before there was scissors and comb, guys, before there was scissors and comb, men used to grow their natty, women used to grow their natty. There was nothing, they didn't know nothing about cutting no hair. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, all you people that don't understand Rastafarian, don't go be bashing a man because you see he's growing his natty, or you see a lady in the street growing her natty. You go and bash them and say they're dirty people. Those days are gone, man. Those days are gone. Rasta man stand strong right now on a tall pedestal, and you gotta run faster than Usain Bolt to catch these Rastafarians, man, because you know, especially the likes of Capleton, man, for over 30 years in the business, man, and still doing music, and still looking young and strong and healthy and fresh, man, that can go on any stage with any one of these young entertainers from anywhere in the world. This man can stand his ground, this man can hit the stage, and this man can still give you the performance of his life. And it's like, it's the older he gets, the bigger and better his performance become, man. This man don't even have to go in the studio and do no music no more, guys. You don't even have to do that, man. This man could just hit the stage one time for the year, and the whole world bless. This man, like, he's not only walking in the footsteps of Bob Marley, man, but this man walking in the footsteps of my idol, Marcus Garvey, man, because I can never stop talking about Marcus Garvey. You know, that's my hero. You know, I did so much research, and Marcus Garvey, man, is like, I remember so much things that I forget some things. You know, but yeah, that's how it is, man. And you know, he's a father, not just a husband. He's also a father. He's a father to two daughters and a son. And my inquiry told me that Empress Ashley is about to have her fourth child, So I want to big up Mr. Capleton, the fireman. I want to big up your daughter, Dominique, and what's the next one? In Eden, and maybe one day when I meet you, if I do meet you, I'll ask you what's the Eden means. Okay, sir? Because I know I don't know which one is the first daughter, if it's Dominique or if it's in Eden, the first or the second, but that's the two daughter, and his son name is Jacking. All right, guys, his son name is Jacking. Um, so he and his wife are expecting a fourth child. I don't know when, but I can find that out for you guys to find out exactly. I heard it's just a rumor, but you know, when it comes to Capleton, I don't believe in rumors because that man don't go around spreading rumors. You know what I'm saying? That man don't go around spreading rumors. That man is as real as it gets. That's why he's been on top, and that's why he's a king. That's why he's a legend. You get what I'm saying? Because the kingship is not given, it's earned. Yeah, because you can born out of royalty and still become a king. You know, it's how you mingle with the people. It's how you act with the people. It's how you treat the people, not just your people, not just the people from Jamaica, but people from all over the globe in general. This man can step off the plane in any country, in any continent of Africa, and it's like a king stepping off because his presentation, the way the man um, militantly dress, you know, like some of you young entertainers, whether you're a Rastaman or a ballad, because Morgan Heritage said you don't have to be you don't have to have a natty to be a dreadlocks, you don't have to grow you don't have to grow a natty to be a dreadlocks. It's just the conception from the heart. So you know what I'm saying. And he owns a record label, David House Productions. That's his label. That label has done so many good for so many ghetto kids. And just because this man doesn't put himself in the highlight and be on national TV every day and be on social media and telling the world what he's doing and what he's not doing, doesn't mean that this man is not doing things for his community and community beyond. Because he's not just doing things for his community, he's doing things for 14 parishes of Jamaica, man. But before you can do all that and expand, you gotta represent where you're from, And Islington, St. Mary is where the man is from. So he gotta put Islington on the map at all times, because these people put him on a pedestal and say stand firm, king. So yeah, he gotta look out for his people first, before he can look worldwide and global wide. Even though he's a globally known artist, entertainer, because he's not just an artist. Artist is when you go in the studio and you make music. And music these days is just you turn on some machine and some keyboard and whatever, and you rock to the beat, and if you're off key, you're off key, if you're on key, you're on key. Back in the day, we know artists as you go into the studio and it's live bands playing the music, man. Or you go to a stage show, man, or you go to a dance hall, man. It's just stereo system, and you got a DJ on the stereo system. You can DJ on a stereo system, man, you ain't no DJ, bro. I'm telling you straight up. Whether you're old school or you're new school, if you can't DJ on a sound system, you're not a DJ. You're an upcoming DJ, or you're trying to be a DJ. Anytime you can hold the mic on a sound system and let that select a run rhythm, and you hit that one drop. If you can ride a one drop rhythm, And yeah, it's not all about going on a stage show and the band making up a whole bunch of noise and you do 2 seconds intro and the crowd go ray ray ray. Dancehall is a different thing, man, and that's what we didn't grow up on stage show. We grew up in dancehall. We grew up in dancehall, man, picking up buckle and all them stuff back in the day, man. Those was the people didn't even look at you as not as a nobody walking picking up bottle. That was like fun. So many people were doing it. It was like fun more than anything else, man. Because we get a little money as kids, man. We took that money and buy bubble gum. We used to call it chewing gum and ice mint and Buster and all them stuff, man. But those were days. Those was good days, and I think back then, because um I mean, I know he earned his stage name from friends who called him Capleton because of a famous lawyer that was living in Islington, St. Mary at that time. So his friends named him Capleton. That's where he got his stage name from. Okay, that's where he got his stage name from, guys. Um, uh, and he used to sneak out of the house. I don't know how many times a week. He used to sneak out of the house, guys, to I don't know, go watch stage acts and stuff like that. I guess probably he was sticking out, go watch the likes of Brigadier Jerry and Charlie Chaplin. Guys, when I'm done with Rastafarian culture and give you all the culture and all the blessing that's come with being a Rastafarian, guys, trust me, you're gonna want to start growing your natty. But like I said, guys, you don't have to go grow your natty. If you tell yourself in your heart you're a Rasta, then you're a Rasta because I'm a Rasta man for life. Don't look at the bald head. I grew up a Rastafarian. I grew up a Rastafarian. My father is a Rasta man. My father is a strict Rasta man. We instill Rastafarianism in us. And he didn't force us to grow no natty. Because he says you don't have to be dread to be Rasta. You know what I'm saying? So if you have your bald head, I'm your father and I'm going to instill these Rastafarian ideology and philosophy and sociology in you, and you're going to adapt it. And later on when you grow up, if you turn 18, 21 and become a man and you decide you want to go a different path, then it's up to you, right? It's up to you. Um, so yeah, it's the Rastaman recognition, man, and I just wanna talk so much about Cape Town, man. I haven't even started with this man yet, man. I'm just just get it, just I'm just the surface. I'm just digging around the surface, until I get into the heart of the Capleton, the heart of the fireman, the heart of King Shango, the heart of King David, the prophet, the man, the mystery, the mist, the legend. There's so many names to call this man because then as the father said, I'm a almighty of many names. I have many names, so you can call me whatever you want to call me. It's still gonna boil down to one Almighty, and that's me. So yeah. So guys, man, if I start to tell you where this man is coming from, because back in the days, I knew Cape Town because I was living in Papine. Yeah, I was living in uptown Papine. You have downtown Papine, uptown Papine. You have Tavern. I used to live in the upper part of Papine, going up the hill. You know, I kind of forgot where they call the upper part of Papine. You live on the hill, and back then it was board house, guys. It was board house, guys. But it was, like I said, it was fun, man. Our board house, man. Outside it looked like a board house, but when you come inside, man, it's all furnished, man. You got all kind of figurines, man. Center table, all them stuff, man. Bed, fridge, stove. TV, you know, all them stuff, man. So yeah, Popping was love, man. Popping was love because there's so many entertainers that come out of Popping, man. I knew Ghost when Ghost was a young kid with his missing front teeth, man. Even though I'm missing my bottom teeth right now, guys. I'm missing my bottom teeth, but Ghost, Mr. Ghost, Sir Mr. Ghost, missing his front teeth. And he never went to no dentist and tried to fill that gap, man, because that was his signature right there. The ladies love him for that. When that man put on a smile on stage, man, the woman dropped, faint. And that was Young Ghost riding a little, I forgot the name of the bike. It was a little white and think white and red and black bike. He used to ride up and down, up and down, up and down Constant Spring Road, up and down Trafalgar Road, up and down Poppy, up and down Tavern. Anyway, the stage show is, man. I knew Roundhead when Roundhead just started out, man. Where I used to go to Tavern and listen to them, man. I used to have exclusive um, footage of these men, not on video, but in my head. I used to be like an exclusive, like a VIP because my cousin, I'm not gonna call his name, but my cousin was the Don, the Don standpipe back then. You know what I'm saying? And when my cousin and I was a boy at that time. So and I was living with my uncle, and they were my cousins, and um anywhere, and he never leave me in the house, because he's my elder, he's my cousin, but he's my elder. I'm a little 12, 13 year old boy, and he's like a 30 something year old man, so he's not gonna leave me in the house, you know. But then they still, these family, they live in together, but they still practice child care and all that, man. They won't leave a little boy or a little girl in the house by themselves. So my cousin used to take me along with me everywhere he goes, man. And that man, everybody used to be scared of that man. Everybody used to be scared. He wasn't afraid to cut you, beat you up, anything, man. A little sharp black man, but he was the Don, he was the Don of that, Standpipe. And I mean, not really the Don, because Standpipe never really had much dance. They never really believed much in Don, every man to themselves. And if you can defend yourself, then, you're a bad man. Not necessarily bad but, you can defend yourself. You ain't no chicken, So that's how it used to be back in the days, man. And yeah, he got his first stage appearance back in the 1980s, man. Where he has tune like the likes of lyrics back then, man. And back then he was a pre-Rasta man, but before he became the fireman and the prophet. He was still a pre-Rasta man. He wasn't growing his natty all the way along, but he had the vision, and he had music like #1 on the Look Good chart, uh, like yeah, so much of them, man. Look Good on the Look Good and the Look Good chart, and Bonota Chichi, and music is a mission, and tour. Those came later after on, but when guys, I'm gonna tell you the history, people. I'm gonna tell you the history. Before he became the fireman, he was still Capleton. He never threw away that name, but he became the fireman, the prophet, King Shango, King David. But before he came that, he was Capleton, and he had music like the likes of Bumble Red. I remember, man, Bumble Red used to play like in every dance hall. He couldn't play on radio, so every dance hall, every yard you go into, man, from Popping to Tavern to man, it's just Capleton, Bumble Red, That was like the number one tune in Jamaica back then, man. Back then, and I know you had Beanie Man and you had Bounty Killer and all them and all those legend, you know. But you know, he stood ground, man, and you know, Capleton ain't no joke. Because let me tell you something, man. I'm 50 something years old, and I believe he's way older than me, a little bit older than me, or so. But you know, I grew up seeing these men. I grew up seeing Capleton, Ghost, Roanhead, General B. I know them not in person to talk to, but I was up and close and personal with these legend from back in the days of dancehall. So, and I can tell you, I can tell you where these men are coming from, where all these legends that I'm talking about and I'm gonna talk about are coming from. You know, from the days the likes of Travelers Disco. You know what I'm saying? Travelers Disco, man, that was the top song in Papine. Like that the Travelers used to play like 4 times a week, 5 times a week. Just Papine Tavern in that vicinity. And then you have African Star. So African Star and Travelers used to the sheer lawn like every week. Every week. You know what I'm saying? And I was like in the front. I was like a little kid in the front line. All this because I ain't missing my bottles. You know, yeah, I'm here listening and taking in these future generals and these future legends and artists and entertainers. But yeah, at the end of the day, I still gotta pick my bottles up, guys. I still gotta pick my bottles up, and I still gotta go make my ice cement money and my buster money. You know, we used to have this thing. It's hard, it's tough, man. It takes you like an hour to finish that thing. Something on the donkey jawbone crackers or donkey jawbone. You know, it's like a cracker, but it's a hard cracker, man, and you bite on it, man, and it take you like 10 minutes just to finish one bite. But we had to get those things because as a kid, you know, that's you know, but that's how we wasn't hustling bottles to go buy clothes and shoes and stuff like that. We were just you know. Anywhere the corner sweetie shops at, man, anywhere the suck and the bag juice at, man, we find that, man, and we buy that, and that's how you know we grew up as kids and running around watching all these entertainers become future legend, man. You know what I'm saying? So back then, man, he had Bumble Red and No Lotion, man. That was another top hit on the chart, man. Bumble Red and No Lotion, man. You know, and you know, then he came back again with number one up on the good look chart, number one up on the look good chart, man. That man, those time I was moving back and forth between Christiana and Kingston, so I'm listening to inner city because I grew up on Spanish Town Road, right there, Spanish Town Road and Greenwich Farm Road. I grew up there, and we had the family break here at Maxwell Avenue. So I used to you know station mostly on Maxwell Avenue as a kid when I finished school and all that, and every weekend, man, we go take in inner city, and it's from inner city to Travelers, and from Travelers to the 4x4, Exodus 4x4, and from Exodus 4x4 to African Star. Those are the 4 or 5 songs we listened to. We didn't care about no Stone Love and no Metro Media and all of them songs. No, we didn't care about them, man. These were our neighborhood sound, you know, African Star, Travelers, you know, with Boxer, tall, skinny Boxer. Tall and skinny and look simple, but them man will thump you down. You know, and if it come to back in the Ratchik, them man have it too. You know, them man them wasn't no fool. And you know, and then you know, inner city Wally and Wally from inner city we and them was family. You know, his aunt, my great grand aunt, or so his mother or his aunt is my great grand aunt. So Wally from inner city was my family. Big up yourself, Wally. You know, legendary selector, man. When them man they string up, warm and easy. You know, as we enter inside, you know, and them those little things, man, draw a crowd. You know, Draw the ladies in, man. No matter if the place full up a man. As soon as the men touch the mic, man. As soon as them selector touch the mic. So Capleton coming from a far away, man, and the man used to ride bus to town back and forth, man. Ride truck, a box truck, truck with box and gears and stuff. Them man they ride because they man wanted to reach to the dance, they wanted to reach the dance, and it's any means necessary, you know, it's any means necessary. If you know a friend that had a car back then yeah, you can drive with that person, but then you gotta bear in mind that a 6 or 7 or 8 man gonna be in that car. A car that makes for carry 4 people or 5 people, carry 7 and 8 people, But that was it back then, man. And I watch these men. This is not a story I'm making up, guys. This is not a story. I'm telling you a story. I mean, me and Capleton had never shook hand. We have never share a conversation, but that doesn't mean I don't know these men. I know these men, and I know these legends, and I know what they've been through. Because, like I said, my cousin was the Don, was like the Don, and all the entertainers knew him. All the entertainers knew him. And when the man speak, no matter how bad an entertainer you be, you better cool yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we coming from the school of hard knocks, man. And Capleton coming from the school of hard knocks. A young man leave St. Mary, Engliston, St. Mary, come to town, just like I came to town, didn't know what to expect. But that man follow his dreams and his aspiration, man, and believe in his dream and know that, whatever he put his mind to, he can accomplish, man. And that man accomplished so much things, man. And like I said, there's so many bombs that threw at that man. There's so many bullets that they fired at that man. And that man still stand firm, still strong his ground, still stand firm on David House ground. You see that house, David House? Yeah, it's a strong ground, guys. It's a strong ground, my people. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. As a kid, I've been there. I know when that was just a bunch of akis and a bunch of trees, aki trees and mango trees and guinea trees was in that yard. And the man get that yard and turn it around and reshape it the way he wanted to shape it. And it became David House. At that time, those legend men, they were still going to Papine and still riding the back of truck. I take a bus if he can, and I watch them go through all that. I watch them go through all that while picking up my bottle and learning to play a sound. And when I came to America and I met my wife, that's one of the first things I told her. I want to make a sound system. And we made a sound system, me and her, and a friend of mine. Well, he didn't contribute to nothing. He was just knowledgeable about electronics and how to put the sound together. Bass boxes, bass amplifier, crossover, equalizer, tweeter, all those stuff. He knew how to put them together, and the knowledge that I knew about, because I watch so much sound string up. Even though I wasn't a stole of sound, I watch Weeper, Rory, and Cancer and Chico them string up the sound, right? I watch Sky Joe string up Metro Media. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back from the school of hard knocks, from the school of 4x4. Then you have 4x4 Exodus, right? Then you have the big bad Silver Hawk, right? And I grew up in Christiana, and every weekend when Panther don't have no booking, right in the Christiana Square, right at the market, them man string up sound and blast music and nobody didn't care, because I mean, you ain't gotta pay to go in, but by the time the dance finish, Panther make his money, and the boss man make his money, and truck driver make the money, and box boy make the money, and everything is good. And tomorrow morning they get up, and the street people, because Christiana was one of the cleanest street in Manchester, man, because they had this routine that every morning the street had to be clean. Every morning the streets of Christiana had to be clean. From the bus terminal, from past the bus terminal coming down the hill, all the way up to the police station, all the way up to the post office. You gotta clean. And that was a little town where you don't drink bar juice and drop the box. Because if a cop see you, if a police officer see you, you're going to go to jail. And before you go to jail, you get some box and kick. I know those things don't happen no more. But, it's not like I'm telling the cops, man, that they should, they become soft and become weak. But them cops made us men, because things that we had to go through to pass through these cops' hand. But when you get through and you pass through, you put your hand up and say, yeah. And the police officer will see you again and bump your fist and say, respect, sir. You know what I'm saying? So you had to hold strong and firm, and I see Capleton went through all this, man, as a kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? And I wish, I know I'm going to talk about a lot more Rasta, man, and a lot more about the Rastafarian culture. And, I know there's a lot of Rasta, man, that I'd never seen before, I never met. But I can still do my research on them. But, I like to talk about people that I've met in my life, I've seen with my two eyes. I watched them perform from they were young and just upcoming. Because I remember I can't remember the name of the first stage that Capleton went on, but I know it was 1980 or 1981. I went to Islington, St. Mary, and watched him on a stage. And back then, I think I turned 14 then, and I got a little job with this truck guy that used to deliver from Grace. They used to deliver from Grace. He used to pick up he used to contract with Grace and Lascelles. So when we don't have a trip from Grace, we go to Lascelles. When we don't have one from Lascelles, we go to Grace. And we bounce. So it was one driver and two helper, and I was a little guy, so I always have to sit in the middle of the damn truck, man. But it was fun, and 14-year-old, man, and watching these two guys. Every time we pull up at a bar, I'm drinking soft drinks and these guys drinking Guinness and Heineken, man. But it was fun, as a kid, gaining experience from all these teachers, because my driver was a teacher. He was a professional high school teacher, and so was his wife. Living in Portmore, my boy was living up in Red Hills Heights, not the rich side, but the not the poor side. But if you tell people you live in Red Hills, it don't matter what side you live, people look at you as somebody that rich. I have money. But I've been to the other side of Red Hills, man, and yeah, it's just ghetto. It's just a ghetto, just like downtown Kingston. You know what I'm saying? It's just because it's on a hill. I spend time in Tower Hill, all them places, man. Like I said, I trod through Jamaica, man. I trod through Earth, and I'm still treading, and I'm gonna keep treading, because Selassie is always with I and I, man. Selassie is always with I and I. I tell you, the Almighty is always with I. Anywhere I go, it's always with I. So it's just a little tribute. This is not even the beginning of the tribute to this man Capleton, because I have so much more to talk about this man and tell you about this man, and so much entertainers that I've met and I've seen eye to eye grew gradually. Even Beanie Man, I never met Beanie Man face to face. I talked to him face to face, but I watched Beanie Man. I went to taste his talent show. I watched him when he was a kid, 11 years old, 12 years old. I watched him. That was the first time I ever ate a taste party. because as a boy growing up, we couldn't afford tasty party, and a Beanie Man, I think he won. He lost the year before, and then came back and won the next year, and gave away all them parties, man. And I got a party, I got a tasty party from Beanie Man, you know, David Moses, man, you know. So I could say I ate something from his hand. So yeah, you know, and even though I never met the legendary Bounty Killer, you know, as a grown man, I also knew, you know, Bounty Killer when Bounty Killer was a young man growing up in Riverton, because I was living in over on Mandela Highway. I was living out there on Mandela Highway, and we used to go shopping. We used to go fishing in the river that run across Mandela Highway and goes over to Riverton. And we used to fish and crab the whole river. So and then we used to go over there and take in young Bounty Killer and all of them from they were kids and all that stuff, man. You know, yeah, I wasn't. Yes, guys, I wasn't there the day when he got shot. Yeah, but you know, that's another video, that's another story, because I mean, you know, I watched Bounty Killer rise from nothing to somebody, and I knew him as a kid growing up, you know, because you know back then, you know, every little, you know, I was living in Central Village, and then I moved from Central Village and come out to where they had the Cody Park. I forgot the name of the place. You know, my dad had a house out there, Coney Park, where they had, I think Eden College or Eden High now. I used to live out there also. I used to move back and forth with my girlfriend in Central Village, and my dad out there. I'm trying to remember the name of the place, man. It's been so long. It's been so many years. I can't remember where some of the places that I lived. The name I remember, but I can't remember the name. But yeah, we used to, you know, we used to go to Waterhouse. We used to, you know, when we catch our crab in the river, we used to have this little shortcut that leads through on the riverbank and go through Waterhouse for us to get to Uptown. And that's where we used to go sell the crabs and the fish and stuff like that, man. And all these money that we was trying to make was just to go take in Capleton and Round Head and Ghost and Culture and all these legend, man. So, you know, but it was well worth it, because I learned a lot, man. I learned, you know, I seen things, and I know, okay, I saw this, and I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to do this, and I'm not going to do this, because if I do this and I do that, I might lose my life. So, you know, you learn from other people's mistake, and you take that as a teaching, as a lesson, you know, and you elevate from that. So, guys, I'm still gonna be doing my videos and different various and aspects. So you know, I'm gonna be doing hurricane cleanup videos. I'm still gonna do my videos on servicemen and women. You know, because they are part of society. I'm still gonna do my part and armed servicemen and women, and I'm still gonna, you know, talk about, you know, Rastafarian life, and I'm also gonna talk about bald head life and being a bald head, and the ups and downs and the struggles, you know, and the differentiation from being a bald head and a Rasta man. You know, is life journey different? Is it the same, or is it on an equal level? You know, do we see each other eye to eye as, you know, um, one heart, one destiny? You know, or do we see ourselves as segregated? You know, regardless of our color or class or creed. You know, let me know your thoughts on that, you know, because that's what I always said, guys. Comment, just don't like my video and share my video. I want you to comment on my video. Let me know your input, you know, and you know, if I do an interview and it didn't, you know, please you, let me know what, you know, changes can I make to make it better, and stuff like that, guys. You know, because I always inspired by your inspiration. You know what I'm saying? I'm always inspired by your inspiration. You inspire me, and I take your inspiration, and I move it forward. Once it's for a positive reason. you know, and an upliftment to the movement, you know. So, like, my people, share my videos, my people, subscribe to my channel, my people, go to my website, my people, african50.com, FRICONN50.com, my people. Subscribe to my newsletter, because like I said, I love to write. There's a lot of times I would like to get in touch with someone, and I don't have their phone number to call them, or they don't have service. You know, you could write me from anywhere in the continent of Africa, anywhere in the continent of Europe, anywhere in the continent, in America or the Caribbean. Write me. No matter how much, you know. I mean, I got Richie and them guys to help me read, you know, and read them aloud if I can't manage all the reading, and you know, I will get back to you in a, in a timely manner and stuff like that. But and you can also email me, guys. You can also email me at Andrew, ANDREW at african50.com. That's my email address. ANDREW at african, FRICONN50.com. You can email me there. You can go on my website. You can check out some of my videos there, my blog, my post, upcoming schedule, what my schedule is like for the week, what I'm about to go do, what I'm doing, what I've already done. You know, I want you guys to follow me on the journey, because like I said to my donors, you know, the donation that you donate to me is not going in my pocket. I don't want none of it. This money is just to help these unfortunate people that's going through a situation here in America, here in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, in Trinidad and Tobago, in Haiti, you know, Barbados, these places that was affected by the hurricane. You have the continent of Africa, there's so much things going on, flooding and hurricane and earthquake and all that stuff. You know, the people in Europe that needs medical attention, they need food, they need simple water, you know, chips and stuff like that, and can't afford it, you know. And your donation will help, because like I said, guys, I know you guys are busy. I know you people are busy, and you people have to work, and you know, you people don't have the time to go out and take a bottle of water to these people. If you don't want to buy a bottle of water, guys, you can donate $1, you know, $2, whatever you can afford, and we use that money to buy the water. And like I said, everything is documented, guys. Everything is documented. If you send me $1, I'm gonna write that dollar down, the name of the donor that sent that dollar, the date, and if we use it to buy something, it's also written down and documented that we use it to buy a bottle of water, and a penny left out of, you know, 99-cent bottle of water, and you left a penny, and then when you put you still gotta, you know, even though it's $1, but you still gotta go back in your pocket and bring out that tax, which is you know, 6-7 cents tax. So even though it's 99 cents, you still gotta pay 106. You get what I'm saying? You still gotta pay 106. So yeah. So even though you send us $1, sometimes, I mean, I still gotta go in my pocket, and even though sometimes you guys haven't sent me anything, I still gotta go in my pocket, and I still gotta buy things for these guys, like the daily needs that they need. And it's man, it's woman, it's children, it's heart aching to walk the street, driving past these people in the sidewalk in the middle of the day, sleeping, kids in the bush side sleeping. You know, wake up, America. Wake up to the Caribbean. Wake up, Africa. You know, this is not about you. It is not about me. It's about us. So please, it's for a cause. And like your boy African50 always say, until next time, my people, walk good.
African50